Secretly Do Good Deeds, written by Melody Carlson, illustrations by Susan Regan. One really weird day, something happened to me. Somebody did something that I couldn't see. It wasn't a bad thing. No, not at all. And it wasn't a big thing. No, it was quite small. And yet it was something I'll never forget. Something so special, so thoughtful, and yet the person who did this has never been found. They managed to do it when I wasn't around. I'll bet you now wonder what happened to me. Who did this great something that I couldn't see? And yet, if I told you, you'd just shrug and say, well, that could have happened on any old day. And so I must tell you how it changed my heart. And after it happened is when I did start to do secret somethings to make people smile. I think and I plan. It can take quite a while. But first, let me tell you about my friend Marie. She was just as messy could be. Her room was a wreck. Not a thing could be found. So I sneaked right on over. She wasn't around. I talked to her mom and she promised to keep my surprise as a secret. She'd breathe not a peep. I cleaned and I straightened the room neat and nice. And Marie was so happy at her big surprise. And then for my mommy, when she was upstairs, I dusted the shelves and the tables and chairs. I never did tell her, but boy, did I grin. When she's not looking, I'll do it again. Then, when my grandma was busily cooking, I went right outside when she wasn't looking. I swept her whole porch the best that I could. And when I got done, I sure did feel good. But one of the best secret things that I've done was one of the things that was just the best fun. It happened one Sunday before Sunday school. I did it for Tommy, and it was so cool. When offering is taken, it happens each time. Poor Tommy feels badly. He hasn't a dime. But this time I slipped my own coins in his pocket. And boy, did he smile when he got to drop it. Then there was the time when I saw Aunt Louise. I knew just the thing I could do that would please. I slipped a small note in her purse that said, I love you so much, was how my note read. And there was the time when I saw Miss McFarden, and I pulled the weeds from out of her garden. She never did see me or never said so, but then how her flowers did grow and grow. And there are those times when I walk on tiptoes to see baby Jenny and tickle her nose. I coo and I grin and I make funny faces between her crib bars, between those small spaces. And it makes me laugh when I see her smile. And sometimes I stay and we talk for a while. But please do not think that I'm always good or always do everything just like I should. For I get in trouble, make mistakes like you do. To say I was perfect just wouldn't be true. But one thing I found that makes me feel right is something done well, but just out of sight. To make someone happy makes my heart just glow. But it's oh so much better when they do not know. Like when I found Daddy all tired and dry, and I put a glass of cold water nearby. I watched as he drank it, then looked all around, but I was well hidden and couldn't be found. And I guess the reason I love this so much is that it's just like a big hug or a touch, except that they never quite know that it's me. And that makes me happy, as happy can be. And now I will share my fun secret with you. It's something Lord Jesus said that we should do. Do your good deeds when no one can see, and God will reward you eternally. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Matthew chapter 6, verses 3 through 4. The end.